Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Friday, the 21st of December. India-China hold high-level meet on cultural people-to-people ties. Afghans to rebel against Taliban if rights limited in talks, says Human Rights Commission. And against the odds, the Rohingya girl makes it to college. And now for all the details. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, along with his Indian counterpart Sushma Swaraj, held the first meeting of the high-level mechanism on people-to-people exchanges between India and China in New Delhi on Friday. After the talks, both the sides agreed to strengthen cooperation in tourism, films, media, culture, sports, and academic and youth exchanges.
China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi on Friday met his Indian counterpart Sushma Swaraj in New Delhi to boost bilateral ties between India and China. Yi, along with Swaraj, co-chaired the first meeting of the high-level mechanism on people-to-people exchange between their countries. During the meeting, the two sides agreed to strengthen cooperation in tourism, art, films, media, culture, yoga, sports and academic and youth exchanges. Later in the day, the foreign ministers attended the inaugural session of India-China High-Level Media Forum, which will underscore the seminal role played by media in building bilateral ties. The decision to establish the forum was taken at the Wuhan summit between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping in April this year.
For Mr. Wang Yi और मैं ये कह सकते हैं कि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 10 मिनट इस एजेंडा आइटम पर खर्च किया करते थे, लेकिन आज हमारी बैठक पूरे 2 घंटे चली और उन 2 घंटों में हमने केवल 2 विषयों पर बात की। हमारे और चीन के सांस्कृतिक संबंध, हमारे और चीन के लोगों के बीच आपसी संबंध।
Earlier in the day, visiting Chinese leader also called on India's President Ram Nath Kovind at the Presidential Palace in New Delhi. A series of recent India-China meetings have eased tensions after a 10-week-long standoff between their armies last year.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday inspected a parade of policemen from across the country at the site of world's tallest statue, the Statue of Unity in India's western Gujarat province. He also chaired a meeting of top-ranking of police officials to discuss security-related issues.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday arrived in his home province Gujarat to inspect the Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat parade to celebrate unity in diversity in the nation at the site of world's tallest statue, the Statue of Unity. The 597-feet tall Statue of Unity, made of steel and bronze, portrays Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, one of the founding fathers of India. The Prime Minister was accorded a guard of honour near the statue, which was inaugurated by him earlier in October as part of his Bharatiya Janata Party's efforts to rebrand what it calls forgotten leaders. Police personnel from various provinces performed during the parade, which was also attended by India's Interior Minister Rajnath Singh. Modi, during his 2-day visit, was also scheduled to chair an annual conference of top-ranking police officials from across the country to discuss the internal security situation.
Hussain Haqqani, Pakistan's former envoy to the US, has urged those who abuse him and call him a traitor that they must give response to him with logic and facts. During a recently held deliberative conference in Washington, Haqqani was heckled by some persons for his statement that Pakistan is only a democracy in name, not in reality.
Pakistan's foreign ambassador to the United States, Hussain Haqqani, has urged those who abuse him and call him a traitor on social media must give response to his reasoning with logic and facts. After a recently held conference in Washington, Haqqani was heckled by some persons for his statement that Pakistan is only a democracy in name, not in reality. During the event, he had also said that terrorism and not dissent is a real threat to Pakistan, but Islamabad refuses to recognize it.
सोशल मीडिया पर गालियां, गद्दार के ताने, क्या इनमें से कोई बात भी बैनुल अक़वामी राय आम्मा को मुतासिर करती है? लोग किताबें पढ़ते हैं, मज़ामीन पढ़ते हैं, तकरीरें सुनते हैं, इस तरह दुनिया में राय आम्मा बदलती है। आप भी किताब का जवाब किताब की शक्ल में दें, दलील का जवाब दलील से दें और मजमून के जवाब में मजमून लिखें।
The former envoy has in the past also faced threats and abuses for his book Reimagining Pakistan, which calls for a bold reconceptualization of the country and highlights its current failings and also gives suggestions for reconsidering its ideology.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghanistan Independent Human Rights Commission has warned if the peace talks between the US and Taliban limit people's freedom, the Afghans would rebel against the Taliban. The commission said human rights, especially of women, should not be stepped on in talks, otherwise people would stand up against it.
While reacting to the Afghan peace talks between the US and Taliban, Afghanistan Independent Human Rights Commission or AIHRC on Thursday warned that if the talks limit people's freedom, people would rebel against the Taliban. AIHRC Chairman Seema Samar said human rights, especially those of women, should not be stepped on in talks with Taliban, otherwise people would stand up against the Taliban. A number of Afghan women have also expressed concerns about the fate of their rights in these talks.
اگر طالبان خواهان صلح باشه و نباید خلاف حقوق بشر و خلاف حقوق زن استادگی بکنن به خاطر که این خاص خودش به صلح نمی انجامه.
اگر طالبان قسمت از دولت میشن زنا هنوز هم حق حقوق خود می داشته باشن یا نمی داشته باشن؟ آیا زنا حق و اجازه درس و تحصیل و کار خود می داشته باشن یا؟
The remarks by AIHRC come after talks were held between representatives of Taliban, United States delegation led by envoy Zalmay Khalilzad, and representatives from Pakistan and UAE in Abu Dhabi this week. However, the talks between Khalilzad and Taliban, in addition to raising hopes over the end of war and violence, have created a concern among the public.
More news from Afghanistan. A woman mayor of Afghanistan's Medan Shar city recently highlighted how her work is being obstructed despite president's orders. She has claimed that other local government officials in the city defy her appointment.
Local lawbreakers in Afghanistan's Medan Wardak province continue to obstruct the path of Zarifa Ghafari to start her work as mayor of Medan Shar city. Ghafari claimed that even local officials in the province defy her appointment despite being confirmed by President Ashraf Ghani's order 6 months ago. However, officials from the Independent Directorate of Local Governance have said the relevant body is trying to reach a settlement.
قانون و حکم هم تا جای قربانی منافع شخصی و منافع
According to Ghafari, she succeeded in securing her post following an exam and based on merit. Although Afghan government leaders constantly have been saying they strive to increase the presence of women in governance, reality shows they have failed when it comes to the expansion of women's roles in the workforce and institutions in the country.
A 19-year-old Rohingya girl has been selected by a university in southern Bangladesh under its Pathways to Promise program to pursue higher education. The scholarship program has come as a blessing in the life of Amin Akhtar, for whom attending the university was a childhood dream.
A scholarship program being run by a university in Chittagong city of Bangladesh has helped 19-year-old Formin Akhtar, a stateless Rohingya Muslim from Buddhist-dominated Myanmar, in realizing her dream of pursuing higher education. The Pathways to Promise program being run by the Asian University for Women in southern Bangladesh has offered full scholarship to Formin and 24 other Rohingya girls from the refugee camp to study at the university. Formin had spent most of her life dreaming of this moment, but as a Rohingya in Myanmar's Rakhine province, her goal of attending the university has been thwarted.
So it is like sometimes I imagine why I'm here, how can I am here like this? So sometimes like this, oh, it is the university, it is my dream, yeah, it is my dream. When I child life, I dream the university, oh, it is my dreams come true.
Formin was one of the hundreds of thousands of Rohingya who had fled a military crackdown in August 2017 and lived in the world's largest refugee camp in Bangladesh's Cox's Bazar. She now hopes to study law after she completes her 5-year university program.
Christmas festivities have gripped India's southern Coimbatore city, with people reveling in the markets to buy decorative items. The shopkeepers have displayed stars, LED lights, bells and Christmas trees to attract the customers.
With Christmas just a few days away, people in Coimbatore city of India's southern Tamil Nadu province have been reveling in the festivities as they are thronging the markets to buy decorative items. During this season of gifting and shopping, the shopkeepers are luring customers with huge varieties of decorative items, including stars, lights, Santa Claus dolls, bells, dresses and Christmas trees. They have also displayed attractive Christmas stars in various sizes and LED lights in different colors.
Actually, this is the first time we are shopping for Christmas. Though we are Hindus, I enjoyed my shopping here. For Christmas tree, the decorative colorful items, stars and all that. It's nice.
It was a very nice place to shop and many good varieties and cheap prices also.
Marking the annual commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ, Christmas is celebrated across the world on December 25th. The celebrations are marked by remembering the teachings of Jesus Christ, singing of carols, exchanging gifts and lighting candles.
An intense cold wave has gripped parts of northern India with the beginning of 40-day-long harshest period of Chittagong in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. People are keeping themselves warm by wearing multiple layers of woolen clothes and lighting bonfires.
People in parts of northern India are reeling under severe cold conditions as the temperatures have dropped below normal levels, making it difficult to carry out their daily activities. The 40-day-long period of harsh winter known as Chittagong has started in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. This is the most difficult period of winter in the valley as running taps freeze, large water bodies form a crust of frozen ice on the surface, and commuters have to battle with slippery roads.
देखिए सर्दी में तो बहुत ज़्यादा शिद्दत आती है। इवन जो यहाँ पे हमारा मशहूर डल लेक है वो भी कभी कभी जम जाता है। 40 दिन तक ये रहेगा, उसके बाद चिलाई बच्चा कहते हैं हम उसको, और चिलाई खरुद आएगा। तो कुल मिला के अगर माना जाए ये सर्दी का एक बहुत ही कठिन पीरियड होता है।
People in Amritsar city of India's northern Punjab province were also seen battling chilling cold on Friday by sitting around small fires to keep themselves warm.
हड्डियां ਨੂੰ ਕਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਠੰਡ ਹੈ, ਅੱਧਾ ਘੰਟਾ ਬਾਈਕ ਚਲਾਓ ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
Temperatures in northern parts of the Indian subcontinent, skirting in Himalayan foothills, dipped drastically during the months of December and January, mostly due to seasonal weather disturbances.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. India-China hold high-level meet on cultural people-to-people ties. Afghans to rebel against Taliban if rights limited in talks, says Human Rights Commission. And against the odds, a Rohingya girl makes it to college. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all on tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.